I'm acting surprised, but I know I'm not over you. Keep missing our fights, even though they're so overdue. We had a fire, now we're watching it burn low. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are back with the second part of our mini series, and I will link the first part here up in the screen for the people who haven't seen me create the outer shell of the build. But today we are doing the furnishing. So as you know, this house is massive, 2 stories and a basement, so it took me quite some time to furnish this one, but I'm so happy with the end result. So I am gonna show you everything in this video from the ground floor and the basement, but for the bedrooms I think I'm only showing like 1 or 2 because it took too much time to make a speed build out of it. My speed build recording was 1 hour and 30 minutes long. That's just too much, so I cut it down. And if you do want to see the bedrooms all in depth, there will be a house tour up on the channel very soon as well for you to check out and see me go through all the rooms. So yeah, very excited about the house tour. So yeah, how are you all doing? I'm having a awesome time. I had like a mini vacation at my mom's home. So yeah, all is well. Very excited for the upcoming few days. I have a few days off. We're planning to go to Germany, so it's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, I'm just really excited for you all. For me. Oh my gosh, Mona. Anyways, what are we doing today? We are actually furnishing the living room. That's it. That's what we started with. And when I designed this house, I only really thought about the outer shell. I definitely did not think about how the floor plan was gonna flow with all the additional like bump outs that I created for the outer shell. So furnishing this one and actually creating the floor plan was a bit more difficult, and I decided to do a very long like living room area, very large and grand, and then do like a dining off of the side. So I really wanted this living room to be centralized with that door leading outside, and then we had some bonus space over here, and I decided to make this entertainment space. So I added in that gorgeous piano from the Wedding Story game pack. Love that piano. It's one of my favorite pieces in the game, and it's because it has this like lace like top on the piano, as you can see right there. It's just gorgeous, so detailed. So yeah, one of my favorite pieces, and I decided to make it a focal point here in our entertainment area. And I think it looks really nice. So back in the living room here, trying to fill up all the empty spaces. I definitely made sure that all the spaces from every angle that you look at the house, there were like no really blank walls. There's something going on every wall. There's just so much detail. So if you love a detailed mansion and your computer can handle it, download this from the gallery. I did put it up on the gallery right now. It wasn't up because I wanted a in-depth, like, how do you call it, playtest. I did playtest it a little bit, but I wasn't sure of like a few aspects in the house. So I did do a little bit more play testing, but now it is up on the gallery for you to download. So if you want to check this out in real life and you own like every pack out there, download it from the gallery. It's gonna be fun. Or just download it and maybe update it to how you would like it to look, because it is a very particular taste that I furnished this house. Like I said in the previous video, the Decor The Max kit was definitely my inspiration for this build, and I went all out in crazy patterns, colors, and yeah, I just went all out. But I feel that it definitely made the house look very interesting, and it also feels like the people that are living here are very like eccentric people, and I like that idea, especially because we have our secret basement, which I will be showing you at the end of the video. We will be building that up, and that secret basement is of course for our vampire family. Like I said in the first video, I really took inspiration from my French mega mansion. That one also had like a secret basement for vampires back then, and I really wanted to incorporate it in this build as well. And this build was actually inspired from a French mansion, so definitely going back to the olden days for me, and I loved it. Definitely loved it. I'm also playing around with updating the French mega mansion at this point, so that is also really fun. But as you all probably noticed, the videos are coming very slow, and the reason why is my PC just can't handle The Sims that great anymore. It's very lagging, like my frame rate is really dropping. My PC is just broken, you all. Sadly, I cannot afford a new one until the end of October. So we did like some financial budgeting, and the end of October I am getting a new PC, but until that point videos will be very slow because The Sims, yeah, she's not running as I want her to run. I'm trying to do the Let's Build series, very smoothly. We're probably gonna do it with a lot more cuts, and hopefully not too many frame rate drops. But it's bad. It's really bad, which kind of makes me sad. And yeah, I haven't been playing The Sims as much as I used to do, and I can say I was obsessed with The Sims for I was back in the groove. So this kind of, yeah, sucks. But it's all good. When I get my computer end of October, it's gonna be so much better. Still excited though about the upcoming videos that are coming, because we have the house tour, of course. A few episodes of the Let's Build are coming. I was working on my Barbie ranch, but it's getting kind of big and laggy, so don't know if I can finish that with this setup that I have. But yeah, still working on a few projects, and I'm having fun. So yeah, anyways, if you are wondering what I have been doing in the meantime that I couldn't play The Sims, or was demotivated about, my graphic and such, I was actually playing Palia. I love that game so much. I don't know if you guys heard of that game. Palia is a free-to-play farming and like a Stardew Valley in 3D mixed with like World of Warcraft. That is Palia, and I love playing it. So if you are playing Palia, or if you're planning on playing it, please add me. I will put my handle in the description. It is love with lowercase and then simply with uppercase and sim with uppercase. If you want to find me on Palia and want to be friends, I am adding all the friends requests, because more friends, it's more fun. I love playing the game and just go around with people searching for flow trees and flow trees pallium. Need lots and lots of pallium for my furnishing that I'm making. So I have been playing games, sadly not The Sims, but Palia runs smoothly on my laptop, so that's why I've been playing it a lot. And I've been also playing it in my mom's house because I was there for a couple of days. Couldn't bring my whole computer, so brought my laptop, and yeah, I have been having so much fun. So if you're planning on playing or if you're playing, please add me or put your name in the oh my gosh in the comments, and I will add you. Just love having friends around. We can water each other's crops and have lots of fun together. So yeah, what are we doing? Oh, we're doing the indoor swimming pool. Love this so much. So this definitely again gives me nostalgic feelings. Back in the day when I was doing lots of traditional mansions, I did lots of indoor pools and spas and gyms, and this definitely reminded me from back in the day, and it made me happy. So I added in a swimming pool with some lounges, of course, or lounges like some sunbeds. There's no sun, but lounging on a relaxed chair like this one is also really necessary in a swimming area. So we have some lounge chairs. There will be bathrooms here on the side, 2 toilets and a shower. And then we have our gym there on the back. So this lot has everything your sim would ever need. Although maybe not a woodworking. No, there's no woodworking table. It's built now that I'm thinking about it. There's no garage, so I didn't do a woodworking table. But you know what? These Sims are filthy, filthy rich. They don't need a woodworking table. They buy all their furnishing, from very expensive boutiques in France and, maybe Greece and Italy. The marble on the flooring are all imported from Italy. So yeah, they don't need no woodworking in their home. That's for the peasants. They are elite. That's how this mansion makes me feel. And I already have a vampire family living in this home. They also have some prisoners and a butler. There's a maid that they can feed on. So it's a fun house to play with. They're all, of course, sun resistant, so they don't burn up in the sun. Very important for your rich vampires who are passing as normal, normal Sims. No one knows their identity, of course, but they're filthy rich, making a fortune in the stock market and in the human trading. They trade humans between their vampire friends and such. It's a nasty cult, but they also need to exist in the Sims. So yeah, you can go all out when you have this mansion and live out your very twisted dreams, which is so much fun. So we're almost finished with the swimming pool area, just doing a little bit more lighting, and I think we're almost hopping in. I think bedroom and extra. Oh, the bathroom. That's it. So we're doing the bathroom next. So this is the downstairs bathroom. I think the only bathroom that you will see me furnish, or maybe you see the butler's bathroom as well. But I cut out all of the other footage because bathrooms, they're just boring. So what am I doing here is this is the main downstairs bathroom. We definitely went with a very traditional vibe. As you can see, did play around with some platforms. So that we have our sinks on the upper level and our bath situation and shower more, a step down, which definitely makes sense for the water flow. So we did that. And yeah, it's just a simple looking bathroom. Nothing more to add. Don't even know why I put this footage in. I think it's to prove to you all that there are bathrooms in this house. For the people who watch this and are like, Mona, there's no bath. There's a bathroom. You just don't see me furnish them. So yeah, that's basically it. I do love the layout of this home. I really wasn't sure. Oh, love that the styling, by the way, that came with Snowy Escape. It's gorgeous. Finished off the swimming pool area really well. But yeah, this floor plan, I didn't know what to do for a long time when I finished the exterior of this build. And then I would just look at the inside of the house and I was like, Mona, what are we gonna do with this floor plan? I don't know. And I think I solidly like stared at the downstairs area for more than an hour. I was watching, I vividly remember I was watching the Minecraft championships with the Blue Bats and Dr. Gluon and James Turner and Vixella and Zeus were playing. I remember I had that on the background, and yeah, I just couldn't figure it out for the longest time. But in the end, looking at the floor plan, I'm so happy how it turned out with the hallway, with the double stairs. Then we have like our like entertainment section here with the piano. We're gonna have our butler's quarters behind that door going through here, where we have our bar. And then we have like a television nook because there's no television in the living room. Why is this paused? I totally forgot to cut this out. It doesn't matter. But we're gonna have like a television area here on the left side because there is no television in the living room. So that your Sims can watch TV if they want to. I think a few of the bedrooms have a television as well, which I, of course, quickly deleted when starting my playthrough because I hate televisions. I do. I just hate them in The Sims. I hate that they autonomously put them on and start watching television. Your guests, your Sims, your Sim kids. It's so annoying. Why? Now in this time and day, it doesn't make sense. People are glued on their phone, not their television. Although, it does depend on the country and the age demographic. Because when you look at my mom, she is glued to the television. But if you look at me and my husband, Steven, we never watch television, like ever. And then when we do watch television, like it's not normal television, it's YouTube on the television or Twitch on the television or like Netflix because we're watching The Witcher, which, oh my gosh, love that series, by the way. But yeah, that's the only times that we put our television on. We don't use it. And then when you go to my kids, Selena, she's 17, almost 18, never watches television. But then Sadie, who is 11, she can watch television the entire day. But again, no cable. We don't even have cable television, so we don't have normal television. She usually watches Crunchyroll or Netflix on the television, and usually while she's playing on either her iPad or her telephone. She cannot focus on one thing. She needs to be double wielding, which is weird. I just let her do it because I do it as well. So yeah, televisions is not a must for me. Not in my Sims life, not in my normal life. But there is one here in the side room. And what a room. I love this room so much. At first, I didn't know what I should do with this room. This was like one of those rooms, in like this weird shape. I couldn't really imagine what it would be for, and I just said to myself, just start furnishing, Mona. Just start placing items and see how it feels and see how it ends. And I love it. It's not my favorite room, but it's up there. The flow of the room is so nice, how it furnished is so nice, and I do see me in real life sitting there, maybe not watching television, but maybe drinking coffee when having guests over, or a cup of tea. When you have the wedding pack, you can make tea. And if you want to download this build, you do need the wedding pack. So, but yeah, you could do some tea setup here in this room and drink some tea and just chat with your friends. Maybe remove that ridiculous television and add in like a stereo for some background music. So yeah, I do really like how this one turned out. And if you do want to watch television here, watching Henry Cavill here from The Witcher would be the perfect setting, right in the mood. So yeah, I definitely loved how this one turned out. But you will see that, of course, in the end. Now it's looking very bare and boring, but the plants definitely made it so much better. So yeah, that's basically it about this section of the video. I think we only need to furnish the butler's quarters next on the downstairs, and then we're gonna hop it up and do like a couple of bedrooms. A couple, I mean 2 upstairs, and then we're hopping down into the basement where I just had loads and loads of fun. Love doing my secret basements. Yeah, they just give more personality to the builds. And it's a little surprise as well, because people, when they see this house on the gallery, they're like, oh, it's just a fun, traditional mansion for like my upper-D sim. I'm just gonna download that. And then when they place it and they start playing and they discover that there's like a whole basement in there with lots of activities, it's fun. I like that idea a lot. So yeah, what are we doing? Oh, the butler's quarters. Of course, we needed a butler's quarters because, these are bougie vampires and, they don't clean. They needed someone to clean, not necessary to cook, although maybe for their pets, because they do have pets walking around that they do need to feed. Those are their like live feeders that they have. So maybe the butler definitely needs to cook for the pets that they keep around. But, this butler mainly does the cleaning and, cleaning. Cleaning, and that's basically it. But I just love having a butler around in my house. I don't really tend to do much. It's more for like atmosphere that they walk around, because they don't really always do what I want them to do. But at this point I'm like, that's The Sims. I kind of accepted that the game doesn't really do everything that I want it to do when I say The Sims that they need to do something. It's just a factor that I factor in while playing. I don't even get mad anymore on I used to get really annoyed at my Sims when I like set to, make dinner, and then halfway through they just stopped making dinner and went to talk to someone, then, watch television, and then, they complain that they're hungry, but they stopped cooking food, and I'm like, are you stupid? We were cooking. We could make that problem of hunger go away, but you decided to do something else. I could really get annoyed, like really annoyed when in the beginning. But now I'm like, let them do what they want to do. Let them live their life. They're free to starve. If they want to starve, I don't care anymore. A very free approach now from me in The Sims, but it could really frustrate me. And I could play with like, how do you call it? With like the bodily function of like no free will, but that I also didn't really like, because I do want them to have like free will sometimes, but not all the times. So yeah, kind of, in a little bit of a struggle sometimes when I play. But to be fair, I mostly build or I play whilst I build in between. Also something that I really like to do. Anyways, we're done with the butler's bedroom, and now we are headed over into the master bedroom. So I did want to show the master bedroom, and the master bedroom is huge. Again, an area where I didn't know how to furnish it. It was just so large. It's like the entire right wing or left wing. It depends on which side you look at it. If you look at the front, it's the entire left wing of the house, which I love the idea of having, the parents have the left wing. I mean, I just imagine them talking to the butler like, could you bring like tea and cookies to the left wing, please? Wouldn't that be so much fun? But yeah, so they have the entire left wing, and I knew that I wanted to give them like this grand open walk-in closet like I did. That was really nice. Also the bathroom I was quite happy with, but then the bedroom. I think it still needs some improvement. It's so large. I didn't know what to do with it. Maybe I could feng shui it a bit better, but I mean, it made sense for me to have like a tiny little seating area before you go into your walk-in wardrobe where you could sit. Don't know why you would sit, but you could sit there. It made sense for me, and then have the bedroom there on the back where we have our window, and then a little screen to, make it feel like the room is not that big, a bit more divided and private. But I don't think it flows how it needs to flow, that bedroom. So maybe I could have done it differently. Let me know in the comments. How would have you done the bedroom differently? Maybe switch the bathroom out, have the bedroom more to here, change the bathroom to where we have the walk-in closet. Although I really liked this setup of the bathroom. It was just a little neat little, nook here. It made sense at the point. But the bedroom definitely, could be better. Could be better. If you change it, please do let me know how you did it so that I can learn. Because bedrooms definitely are a bit more harder for me. I love doing exteriors. I love doing living rooms, bathrooms, saunas, spas, you name it. I do it. Bedrooms, hard. But saying that, I do love how this bedroom flows. So this is a teen girl's bedroom. I think we have 3 teen bedrooms, a kid bedroom, and a toddler/nursery room. But this is one of the teen girls' bedrooms, and this is my favorite teen bedroom because of the layout. So we have our bed area over here where your sim can sleep, and then the front area we have like a study area with bookcases. I did use the book nook kit in this bedroom, but love how this one flows. This one was a no-brainer for me to use, like these open sliding doors from the industrial kit. Is it? I think it's from the industrial kit, and then have like a little study nook over here with this gorgeous desk that came with Growing Together, I think, and then the Growing Together piano. So she's definitely artistic. She loves to make music, and then also using the bold wallpaper with the pink tigers in here, adding in like a little bit of a storage area here for her makeup, for her jewelry, and of course, adding books and stuff everywhere. And love this bedroom. This is again one of the favorites. She looks so good. Love the color palette. Very happy how this one turned out. What am I doing? Adding in some storage options. I think that one was a toy chest and a backpack, which I thought was really cute as well. Adding in, I love that cow plant like item there. It's a bit big, but I did size it down to make it fit on the shelf. And then here also, adjusting the lighting just a little bit. Love this room. This room actually made sense to me. It was so much fun. Also adding in a, how do you call that again? It's a microphone if the Sims wants to do like the acting career. And I see her in acting, definitely. I made this really bougie teen vampire girl. She has a boyfriend, which is a werewolf. So she's rebelling, but she loves to be in the spotlight, and I want her to ambition to be a movie star. We're gonna make her a movie star, and we're gonna go into, the Get Famous career and make her actually like real famous. And even her boyfriend. How do you call it? The werewolf boyfriend. He is also a musician. But he's more like a blues musician, more laid back. So they definitely make like this yin and yang pair. She's very posh, loves the spotlight, loves everything fancy. And he's more laid back, go with the flow type of earthy vibe werewolf, but they love each other so much. So yeah, that is what I made that bedroom for. So here you kind of see the floor plan of the upper the upper bedroom area. I don't know how to call this. So I'm furnishing the hallways right now. I used to really keep my hallways very blank. Lately, I do try to add in more detail into my hallway. So I thought a little seating area would be cute, some seating area right there with some plants, and then some side tables everywhere with some art and some lighting there as well, which I thought was a very nice thing to add into my hallways to make it not so bland and boring. So that is what I'm doing right now. And I think after that we are doing the bonus room upstairs. So we have let me count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedrooms in this house, including the butler's bedroom. There is a laundry room right next to the teen god bedroom that you can see in the tiny little corner. We do have a laundry room. We have upstairs 3 bedrooms. Yeah, 3 bedrooms, and then a bonus room where your Sims can relax. So you can see that this is one of the kids' bedrooms that I did, which I show in the house tour, of course. We're gonna go in full detail. But yeah, I think we're almost finished here, and then we're gonna hop into the bonus room. So for the bonus room, I was debating on doing either a indoor cinema or just the games room. And the reason why it didn't turn into an indoor cinema, this area right here, is because we have the large doors over here. So the doors opening to the balcony. It didn't make sense to have a cinema there because you need to walk through the cinema to go outside on the balcony. And you know, what if you're watching a movie and people need to walk through in the entire time? It just didn't make sense for the flow of the house. So I decided to make it a games room instead, and where we can play some beer pong there, which I thought was lovely. And then I also decided to add a bar over here so that your Sims could also entertain up here on the deck if they want to. I mean, you can add in a jacuzzi if you want, or anything else to make it feel a bit more, you know, filled in. You know, definitely lots and lots of how do you say it? There's lots of potential there. So yeah, you can change it if you want to. For me, this was actually fine. And then here, adding in a rug underneath our beer pong table, and, you know, making it feel like it belongs in the house. You know, over the top, eccentric, really nice. So yeah, loved how this one turned out as well. And I love the trophy case as well. It makes it feel like, you know, the Sims living there definitely you know, compete in sports, and you know, they're vampires, so they're probably the best in the sport that they choose to do, which I thought was a funny little touch as well. You know, definitely thinking about Twilight when they're playing like their baseball game and they need, like, you know, lightning to cover up the noise because they were like that fast and that loud. So I do imagine that this, you know, our vampires also are very good in sports. Anyways, we're at the basement right now. The most fun part for me of this entire mansion are murder mystery, or not a murder mystery, but it's definitely a secret basement with lots of mysteries, and I just thought it was fun. So I did make this basement before Horse Ranch came out, so there is no nectar making included in this build, but if you want to, I did provide it an area where you can add in the nectar making station and also the nectar like aging thingies. I don't know how to call them, but I made like this false nectar fridge in the wall where we have all our wine. You can just delete those and add in the nectar aging area there. And then in the middle, you can do your nectar making top over there. Maybe for the house tour, I will set it up with all the nectar items in there. I don't know for sure. I still need to record the house tour, so I will think about that. Because I liked the idea of having not every pack included in this build, although every pack is in here except for Horse Ranch. I do have to say that. Little disclaimer, you need to own like €1,000 worth of packs to play everything in this. It's how it is. I went all out, which I do apologize for, because I do know not everyone has all the packs, but you can replace the items with other items if you don't have the packs and make it your own. I love if you do that. Teach me your ways with just using minimal packs, because I definitely struggle. When I see it, I need to use it. That's my mantra. So yeah, here we have our bar area. And as you can see, I already added in like the secret door. Here we have our poker area. I just liked the idea of my Sims playing poker down there. And then here we have, I'm making the secret area. So everything before that is an area where every Sim can come. And then in this area over here, I'm making like a secret area only accessible for our vampire Sims and then their prey. This is where they lure in their meals. So not their pets. They have their pets upstairs that, they have like little oh my gosh, little food banks walking around, but they also have, other like things that they do with their little humans or with their little Sims, and they also need to sacrifice them to the vampire gods for like money and fame and all that jazz. And that's what they do right here. So this is our sacrificial chambers. It's so weird. I know, but I just love the idea of having a sacrificial chamber. I did get this twisted idea from a very twisted book, with not the intention of that book, definitely not, but it did give me an idea of sacrificing Sims in my game. So we have a altar in the middle, a stone altar, where I imagine my Sims taking their victims to, strapping them on, and then, they do like a sacrificial kind of, thingy, like maybe a dance, or I don't know what they do there. It's like a ritual. That's it, like a sacrificial ritual that they do on the altar. And then they sacrifice their Sim to the vampire gods in, exchange for fame, money, wealth, and power over the human race, or the Sims race. Not the human race, the Sims race. So yeah, that is what they use this room for. And I love how this one turned out. So this is our sacrificial room. I am gonna add in some holding cells as well, because maybe they need to sacrifice a couple of Sims at the same time. Of course, they need to place them somewhere. So there are going to be some holding cells for your Sims to store their sacrifices. And then here I was like, okay, I need a table with all our sacrificial equipment that we need, because maybe we need to cut out a heart or a liver, or I don't know, whatever floats your boat. You can do it here with your Sims. So I added in a few equipment for you to use as well. This is so, yeah. This is weird. This is how twisted my gameplay gets sometimes. And I love a good dark gameplay. So yeah, for those dark lovers like I do, this is the build. This is the build for you. And don't judge me. I mean, there are people who actually have like painting gnomes in their basements, like Sims that live in their basement 24/7, just painting to give their family money. So, or just taking out the stairs in the swimming pool and making a little fence around it. That's the same cruelty, okay? Don't judge me. So yeah, anyways, adding in like lots of stone everywhere. Definitely needed to feel like, this area here is it already was here. They had the sacrificial area first, so it's a bit older, and then the entertainment area they actually built on later. So, you know, they thought like, you know, having Sims come right in the sacrificial area made them like escape or something. So, you know, they made like a little entertainment area first. So they first wine and dine them, and then they sacrificed them. I don't know. I just thought it was fun. So yeah, here we have our little holding cells that I created for your little snackies. And then I think we're almost done. We're gonna furnish the casket area as well. We do need a area where, you know, your vampires could sleep in a casket if they wanted to, because some vampires prefer to, which is no shame. So I did provide a few caskets downstairs here in the basement. I prefer my vampire sims to sleep in their beds though. But, you know, if you have that perk, they do need to sleep in a casket. So I did provide you with that. And then here, just, you know, adding in some lighting. And then I think we're almost done. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. This is the casket room. So yeah, we're furnishing the casket room right now. Really simple, basically just 2 caskets and then, you know, some decoration, really. I imagine the gargoyles are like their vampire gods that they worship. So, you know, I placed them on like the top of the caskets so that the vampire gods will always protect them while they're sleeping. And then I made like this little altar in the middle where we have like candles and such, again for lighting, for the vampire gods, for their approval and for their protection while they are sleeping down here. So we have like a little area there. And yeah, I think that's basically, I think I also add in a orgel. Yeah, I add an organ. An orgel, I don't know how you call it in English. I think it's an organ. But I also add that in as well because I was channeling. I was just channeling vampire, to be honest, and that's what we did over here. So I do add in like a little like another room in the basement, but I will show you all that in the house tour as well. It's gonna be like a little cinema. So yeah, basically that's it, you all. I'm hoping that you enjoyed this speed build. Don't forget to check out the house tour that is coming up really soon. I'm uploading it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, wishing you an awesome day wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.